Thanks for joining us on the NBC Connecticut YouTube page. I'm Mike Heidick. We're doing Face the Facts this morning. Joining us now is Renee Coleman-Mitchell. She's the Commissioner of Public Health, and we're talking about vaccinations. We had a recent news conference at the State House where the governor decided, look, we need to try to get rid of the religious exemption when it comes to vaccinating kids before school because we saw a change in the data that was concerning. Let's talk about that a little bit. What are the changes that we saw, and why are we moving forward with this?
Okay, a couple of things. First of all, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention sets a gold standard of basically 95% immunization rate. We as a state were at 96.5%.
So we were above that.
We were above it, and we were doing well overall. But then when we had the data broken down, our rates went down to 95.9%. We saw over 100 schools that had less than the 95%, pockets of communities in Connecticut, and it was extremely concerning. It's a decrease of 0.6%.
Right.
And that, in terms of immunizations and what could possibly happen, is extremely concerning on a public health perspective. Our goal really is to look at how we can prevent any major catastrophes. So one of the key things that we were thinking about is that how do we go forward to hopefully move towards preventing a measles outbreak in Connecticut.
Measles had been eradicated by and large in the United States. Now it's coming back. It has to do with people not getting vaccinated. Talk about herd immunity. What is that, and why is it important?
Herd immunity is that the more people that are vaccinated, the better off it is for those who cannot be vaccinated, those that are immunocompromised, those who have parents who have children that are on maybe chemotherapy.
Right.
And the larger the number of those that are vaccinated in a setting, the better off it is for those who are not vaccinated. It's a protective, like a protective covering, so to speak. The more that are immunized, the better.
And when you hear parents in the impassioned argument say, look, I know what's best for my child. I don't want to take a risk of all the articles they say that autism is created by vaccines and all the other concerns that they have. How do you feel when you hear moms that you can hear the fear in their voice? I
completely understand as a parent. I'm one as well. But I only can go by the science and the facts. And there have not been any studies to date to show the relationship between vaccines and any type of other illnesses or diseases or autism.
So now if we do indeed finally get rid of the religious exemption, how is it implemented, and can you look to other states to try to glean some information on how to do that for Connecticut?
Well, the implementation, what we set for standards is the Governor's Office and Department of Public Health. The Governor and I work very closely together about how we're going to do it. And we would have, if this were to work, the repeal of that religious exemption, it would occur to be effective October 2021 to allow parents and students and children to become prepared and ready for that timeline.
2 years from now.
Absolutely. We understand it's a huge change.
Okay. And let's see, when you move forward, you've gotten some criticism a little bit from lawmakers saying, look, we want some information, we want some guidance, you're the medical professional, you have the statistics, and they're saying, President Pro Tem Martin Looney said, look, I wish she could have called me back sooner. You respond how?
I say first and foremost, I'm always going to look at the facts and the information. I'm always going to come from a science end, and I can always improve and maybe communicating sooner, saying what I'm doing, right? Public Health Commissioner, we appreciate you. Renee Coleman-Mitchell, thanks for coming. Thank you.
And if you'd like to see more of the Face the Facts YouTube stories, you can see them right here. Just click on the side. I'm Mike Heidick. See you soon.
This is Face the Facts with NBC Connecticut.